know who I am Silver, or Tyranny is my actual name. I'm the community manager here at Love Thy Nerd, and I love D&D. That's like the most important thing to know about me. I love D&D. I love video games. My music's too loud. There we go. Speaking of which, this is the DM up here in the corner. Not the fox I'm pointing at. Way over there in the other corner. That's my best friend Rhogar. He's okay.
I'm very okay.
He's also in charge of our fate right now, so...
Trombone, Scrub... I, swear by the Scrub Daddy brand. It's
Hey,
all
we're
I
not
buy
sponsored
anymore.
by Scrub Daddy,
Yeah,
so
not
stop talking.
sponsored. I just have spent a lot of time cleaning the last 2 days. Silver, swear, never. Yeah, why would I? Calf had something come up. He's fine. He just has guests tonight. So, yeah, he is away.
And Marius is dead.
Yeah.
So...
Ooh, dramatic.
Kate, do it.
Yeah, the big disappearance that you guys weren't expecting.
New plan. Save Marius.
Everybody go by Scrub Daddy's, not a sponsor.
No.
Even my
Scrub
dish
Daddy
wand.
is not a sponsor is a great sentence that I didn't think I'd be hearing today. So
Yes.
thank you for that.
Yeah. Even my dish wand, it's a dish daddy. Don't roll your eyes at me. I saw that. It's like somebody forgets I'm gonna be in his house in a few days. That sounds weird. Anyway, continue.
Doom to the dishes against my
Where did we leave off last time? Oh, right.
What happened? Who wants to recap?
I'm drinking coffee. I'm not going to do it.
I'm the worst
I'm
person to
drinking
recap
coffee.
ever.
Me too.
So I'm gonna start drinking tea.
So last time, our intrepid band of incredible heroes were sent into some kind of sunken lagoon cave tunnel thing in a race to get to the end before another rival adventuring group who call themselves the Crystal Razors, I think.
That sounds right.
We decided that we would be called, I think we settled on the Felder 5.
Yes.
I prefer down the PCs though.
Same.
No changing the name.
We temporarily agreed for this one event to be entered as the Felder 5.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Like
Yes, please.
I like it.
Yeah, but if we change it every single time, it'll drive Rhogar insane.
That was the original plan.
I do like making him
I mean,
crazy.
not the insane part, but the changing name.
I do like making him crazy.
Newsflash, I'm already crazy.
He's
That's true, you're
already
friends with
there.
You do hang out with us. That is true.
He's already crazy
Where's my dice
already.
tray?
Speak for yourselves.
Oh.
I am perfectly sane she lied.
You do choose to hang out with me regularly.
Talks in the third person about how she lies to people.
That's how I feel about Rhogar. I mean, he hangs out with me. Why am I missing dice? 1 second. Oh, I dropped my dice tray during a meeting the other day. Radio Matt laughed at me.
This has been story time.
So we had these two groups rushing into. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm traveling at light speed, but in the opposite direction. We had these two groups show up to this lagoon pool thing. They gave us potions of water breathing, but didn't tell us they were potions of water breathing. We just had to trust. I think it was Delphi who just downed hers without hesitation. Were you the act that we followed?
Probably.
It's always Delphi.
And then we won an initiative check, which I think meant we got to get into the water first.
Yep.
We came to a fork. I think we went left because we had previously established in our adventuring days the rule of left. When given a choice, go left. Always. That's what we did. We found we thought it was going to be a secret tunnel, but it was just a secret hole in the wall. But it had some goodies in it. We also got hit by a rock slide, which was shockingly devastating. We got caught in like some seaweed stuff in one of the tunnels that one of us had a hard time getting through. Then we came upon a school of really angry, bitey fish who did not care for anything Ro might have to say.
So rude.
Hashtag the rudest.
We eventually dispersed those fish and got to the final chamber first, where we found the thing we were sent in after, which was some kind of gem. Was
It's
it
an
an emerald or
amulet.
something?
It was an amulet.
An amulet, a special ritual amulet that was a surprise. Now it's tied by a big, thick rope around this giant shark.
It was
Prince.
fine.
GG, have fun.
Yeah, it was.
So, pardon me as I take a sip of my beverage. This little bean of mine coffees are delicious. Hashtag a
Sponsored.
sponsor. Yeah, so then we started trying to get this thing off the shark. Midway through the struggle, the other team shows up and starts also stabbing the shark, which is aggravating because we got there first and that shark was ours. At least this was my point of view. Like they were showing up trying to be kill steals. We did manage to defeat the shark, but that was after Ro had gotten the amulet and had bolted. She just noped right out of there.
She was trying
with
to
the
win.
amulet. Yeah, to turn it in because
Characters will talk later.
it makes sense to me. The last race she had been in, people were allowed to take the thing from the other person who had the thing to get it back to the judges, and whoever handed it to the judge is the one who won, not who got a hold of it first. So she swam away with the thing to secure our victory. The shark died, and in dying, smashed open, you guessed it, a secret tunnel. We went into the secret tunnel. The other team did not. It was just us. The only for this one event, Felder 5, went into the secret tunnel where we found something else. What was this? What did we find?
There was
There
the
was
pedestal with
a
Yeah,
a
but there
gem
was
on it.
Yeah, okay. So there was, I am remembering a gem. I just
Mhm.
had it in the wrong place.
I mean, there's a gem in the amulet too, but
There's
It was
just
called
gems
the
everywhere.
emerald, so
There's just an abundance of gems.
all the
If anyone has
shinies.
any abundant gems, Meg will take them and fashion them into a beautiful jewelry for herself.
Well, that as we find this strange pedestal that nobody knows anything about or knew was here, with a mysterious gem placed atop it, we recovered the gem, and then those of us who were in that room got whammied by some crazy vision about, I don't know, some dude in a dark place who was bound. And he said we were the only ones who could help him. And he said his name was Elixian. And that it
Drink.
was up to us. He dropped the Moonweaver name, I remember. There's lots of details I'm not remembering. But we were unconscious for a while, like long enough for the Crystal Razors to come in after us, pull us out, start to swim us back, row to be with the judges, having secured our victory, being like, hey, where are my friends? And then doubling back to find us, and then finding the Crystal Ravers carrying us. And then she helped carry us back. And then we eventually woke back up on the shore in front of everybody. And then there was a big argument. And we left. We ended right at the end of this big argument with the party basically having splintered and gone in almost 5 separate directions. That is where we left.
And if you didn't mention it, Elixian did tell you at the end to save him.
Well, yeah.
We're his only hope.
Yeah, you are.
I purposely got the melody wrong, so we won't get sued. You're welcome,
It's
LTN.
fun.
Yay, not getting sued. It's a good way to start the day.
That's my favorite pastime.
So yeah, everyone just kind of split off in Jagao.
Sorry, I'm very wiggly. My shirt keeps like sliding up and it's bothered me, like in the back. I don't know why it's doing
Ro
that.
was following Adrie, who is
Yeah.
headed back to her room at the inn.
Yes.
Or at the pub.
Mhm.
So that was where we
The
were.
Earthy Possum Pub.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Patent pending.
Yes.
Patent pit.
Look, I mean, it's not as iconic as Alfie's Bean Juice Emporium, but it'll do.
Peas in there.
It's gonna take over. Don't worry.
Trombone, the
Once
answer
Alfie-
to that is
Once
yes.
Alfie franchises and gets his bean juice in the Earthy Possum Pub,
Yes.
just you wait. Sky's the limit.
Trombone said,
Yeah.
I thought Power Wash Sim was your favorite pastime, or is that more of a way of life? Yes.
You power washed the inside of your house today?
I wish. It would have been so much easier.
Oh my goodness. I'm imagining Pop going flying.
And my son's Hot Wheels.
Possibly the dog.
So many Hot Wheels.
Are you done?
Yes. You're blurry.
Anyway, what? You say I'm blurry?
Yeah, you kind of went a little blurry.
I don't know why this camera wants to focus on not me.
It's because you have a bunch of beautiful pops in the background, and it's
Aw.
just this like, look at this wonderful collection. Let us focus on this.
Aw, buddy, it's
Thanks,
because none of us want to focus on you. I'm kidding. I
Silver,
love you,
that-
and he's my best
That
friend.
was very okay.
Look,
Thank you
I
for
have
apologizing.
to be mean to him
appreciate
every
it.
now and then because that's how he knows that I love him.
That's fair.
I guess.
Also, I've made a promise to his wife to, bother him as much as I can.
Yeah, well. So, Delphi goes off on her own.
Mm-hmm.
Ro goes following after Adrie. Dell's gone, or Marius is gone at this point. No one knows where he is.
Who was the first to walk off? Was it
I
was it
think-
Delphi?
I believe it was Delphi.
I think so.
Yeah, it was 100% Delphi.
And we know Dell was last because he stopped to yell about. What was it he yelled
Yeah.
about?
I was trying to find a way to end on some kind of humorous note
Cliffhanger.
after all of that. So I was like, how do I do this? I'll just shout at the heavens, what the heck is an Elixian?
And you
That'll-
broke a rock.
Ah, yes.
That'll do it.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what it
you were
was.
throwing stuff and
Trombone, do not apologize. We love having you here.
stop distracting me. Anyways. Yeah, Dell was throwing rocks and screaming to the sky, which kind of stopped everyone from cheering, and they're like, something
Yep.
actually happened.
I also didn't know that anybody was still there.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
because
when-
they
when-
take their cave watching very
Yeah.
seriously in
They
this
do.
town.
Player brother mod in that moment thought that he was the last one, like not the last one of the party, but the last one of anyone. That he was just alone out on the little tiny rocky island without an audience. But it turns out that was mistaken. So now a lot of people have heard the name Elixian for whatever that is worth.
Yeah.
Rhogar's laughing.
Maybe they thought he
concerned.
was talking about. Maybe they thought he was talking about some drink that he's fond of or something. I mean,
I mean,
elixir is not that far off.
You've talked about bean juice.
Yeah.
We are
I don't know
strange
what that is
foreigners.
either. You are. You're very strange people.
Take that as a compliment.
Anyway,
But
so after some time had passed, Delphi would like to go to Rose's room and knock on the door.
okay. Ro, you hear a knock at the door. Later this night.
Being night, she's gonna half hazard, just kind of I guess, draw a dagger just for fun. Well, not really for fun. She's not really having a fun day.
Just
Does she
for
sketch it
fun.
out on?
It's fun.
Drawing a dagger for fun sounds like something Delphi would do, not Ro.
Oh, well,
Punching a dagger for fun.
no punching daggers. She's
Okay.
tired. It's been a very long, emotional roller coaster of a day. And she's going to go over and go, who is it?
It's me.
Delphi.
Yes. Can I
And
come
she's
in?
gonna, well, I suppose. And she's gonna kind of open the door, um, just a couple inches, and that's probably going to be more than enough for Delphi to finish the job, but Rose moving kind of slow at this point.
So Delphi's gonna come in and she's gonna be like, "That was really cool what you did today. You're a really good swimmer. Has anyone ever told you that?"
Oh, I'm glad I'm useful for something. Thank you, I guess.
Anyway, I
Are
felt really crappy about what happened because that was really unfair what he said to you and stuff. So I wanted to try to make you feel better. So I made you this, and she's gonna pull out like a small piece of paper, and on it is a drawing that she made for Ro, and it's of Ro standing victoriously over a bunch of overturned tortoises as she has defeated them in combat. I thought it might make you feel better.
Ro is gonna take this page and just look at it in awe. And is she cloaked in this picture, or did you draw her in her uncloaked form?
Probably uncloaked.
She's going to kind of admire it, but be kind of giving a partial smile. Thank you, Duffy. This is a treasure. Uh, you didn't have to. I am nothing like this picture you drew. And she's going to sit it on the side table.
I think that's true, but you can think what you want to think. I think you're pretty cool though, and I'm glad you came with us. I'll let you go to bed now, and she'll leave and go to bed in her own room.
Oh, well, good night. And Ro's gonna kind of sit on the bed and look at the picture and just think about the events. But then she's gonna grab the photo and get up and go back into the hall and go and knock on Adrie's room.
Well, how late in the night is it, Rhogar?
It's not like super late.
Okay. Well, I mean, Adrie doesn't sleep, but she's music out of nowhere. She's reading as always, going over her spell book. She's learning a new cantrip. So she gets up and answers the door with her book in her hand.
I am sorry to bother your studies, patron, but I needed to speak with you.
What about?
Day, I can I come in?
Oh, yes, sorry. Yeah. Adrian kind of opens the door and steps aside. She's just chilling in some, comfy clothes.
Ro is gonna hold the photo or the picture in one hand and just kind of pace back and forth as much as pacing is possible in the room. And kind of unsuredly shift from one foot to the other. Look, You've long known who I am, what I am, and with that comes expectations, and I failed those miserably today. My people are great guardians and great watchers and protectors, and you expected that of me when you hired me, and instead I fell into old patterns again, and I go trying to be clever and sneaky and try to do things as unviolently as possible. I forget that you people have a thing for needing to do things directly and abruptly, and today I ultimately failed you. My job was to take you from one location to another location so you can study your book, not to take you from one location to this location and then let you nearly get eaten by a shark and fall unconscious under mysterious circumstances and into the hands of parties unknown, including creepy people that were in a cage but somehow can get out of the cage and defeat all the bad guys. I Look, I know we've put off negotiating my fee, but at this point, I'm not worth it. I'm not worth the. So I thank you for your patience and your tolerance, but I owe you the deepest apology for failing to protect you today. You are my first job. It doesn't matter what this festival or whatever says. You are my first obligation as my employer, and I failed that today. You didn't expect it, and I know I put up a front, but I have a history of being not very good at the protecting thing, and that is something you had no way of knowing. I came to these lands to show them that I could do it my way, and I failed. They were right. Those foolish old ones were right. I cannot solve everything by sneaking and trying to outsmart. I occasionally need to just hit things. As foolish as it seems. And so, anyway, I do apologize. I will see if someone else will take up the remainder of the journey, but I guess our contract is forfeit, and Ro's going to turn and try to leave.
Adrian, she's gonna reach out and gently grab Ro, like on her shoulder, like put a hand on her shoulder. Ro, don't go, and please don't think that you failed. I mean, I'm alive. We're all alive. You did not fail to protect me, and I think you're doing a fine job. I honestly don't want you to leave. I want you to continue on the journey, even if it's just as a friend and not protector or whatever.
Say that. I mean, you hired me for a task and I failed at it.
Technically,
I don't know.
You did not fail. You got me to Jorhas safely. Something just happened to happen while we stopped to partake in a festival and have some fun. I mean, we didn't know there was going to be a shark and some weird magic portal-y something going on down there. That was absolutely not your fault.
I should have known something was up as soon as none of them responded to me. You landers are weird enough as is, and then none of the sea folk are talking to me. It's and Ro is going to put her head in her hands, and pardon me for being a bit frustrated. I should have known something was up. I doubt that brute volunteered for this festival to have something tied around his neck and then have a bunch of landers pursue him in such a trapped state. I did not know that we needed to... Anyway.
Do not blame yourself. Do not feel bad. Like, we're fine. I think you've done a great job. This technically didn't even have anything to do with what I hired you for.
Exactly. I shouldn't have let myself get so caught up in it when we have a task at hand. But I am in your debt, since you have full right to fire me for this. If you choose to keep me on through the end of our contract, very well. But well, you now know of my defects now.
I don't see any of that as a defect. I think you're great at what you do, and I really hope you don't leave. Like I said, if you want to no longer be under my employ, that's fine. But I hope that you'd stay, for nothing else, at least because the 3 Dells are a little weird, and I feel kind of a bit of an outcast with them. But yeah. She kind of starts like fidgeting with her hands and looks at the ground because she doesn't know what else to say and is feeling a little awkward.
Ro's gonna get the picture that Delphi drew and hand it to Adrie. You're not the only one that feels a little out of water here. I don't know. Delphi presented this to me, and it looks like something my parents would come up with. Something of the heroes of old, and standing victorious against a mighty threat. And instead... And I know what you were thinking. I know you do not know what... Look. I know that... Look. My parents are indeed some of the warriors of old. A lord and knight, protector of this realm, and I understand that landers are in great debt to them. That's fine. I don't want to make a big fuss. But my first assignment when I came of age was to protect a small community. And the old ones, I believe you would call them turtles, declared themselves a democracy, and they did not need old-fashioned protecting, especially for one that did not want to be big and scary and just hit things at the door. I thought we could go around it, be more diplomatic, and they did not want someone who sneaks and manipulates in order to solve things. So I left, and I came up here to show them that I could handle things. And hardly this image. And Rose gonna gesture to the picture again. If this is how the Dells see what I should be, I mean, Marius already mistakes me for one of my parents. you're not alone in feeling a little bit awkward. If you truly do want me to stick around, I suppose I cannot say nay.
Ah, please. Please stay.
But, well, what do you need next in solving the mystery of this book? There's a school or something that we needed to seek yet next?
Ah, yeah, I think a library or a school, a mage school especially would be helpful. Just somewhere. I just need to go, I don't know, study, talk to people. I don't honestly, Ro, I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. I was told that I could find answers to the mysteries of this spellbook here, just not specific directions or places or any of that stuff that, would be extremely handy to know. So I guess now it's just figuring out where to go next.
Very well.
Was during the conversation, was that the first time Ro would have heard mention of like magical portal shenanigans happening
Oh yeah,
Yes.
did she know about
after the
that?
shark thing?
No, I know nothing of it. I think the next thing on the list is to go solve the mystery of the book. I know nothing about magic portals. What was that?
What? I need to find like a library or?
Yeah, no. You said something about. Did you say something about a portal?
Oh, yeah. I guess you weren't with us for that. Yeah. After the shark, like a hidden door opened up, and we found, we had to go find that emerald amulet, to win. We found it, and when we grabbed it, it's hard to explain. I don't exactly know what happened. It's almost like we passed out.
So it was less a portal than more a vision?
Maybe, I don't know. It happened so fast and unexpectedly.
Did they do it to you? Those others?
I don't.
Could this
I
be
mean,
something that Gale did?
I don't know. I don't know, and it also I was wondering if maybe it wasn't something that was set up by the people who ran that specific event. I don't even know what you would call that event. Go underwater and fight a shark and try not to die, I guess. But I was wondering if it was maybe something to do with them, like the amulet or something had to have been hexed or something to make that happen when it was touched.
Well, maybe. Pardon, I'm quite fatigued. I know you don't need sleep, but maybe in the morning we need to go speak with the town elders or whoever ran that festival.
That might not be a
If
bad
it's
idea.
harming you in any way.
Well, and
What?
we also saw, like, I don't know, somebody asking for help, and I don't know. Yeah, let's talk to the others, and maybe it isn't a bad idea to go talk to somebody here in the town, see if we can't figure something out. I forgot that you weren't present for that. I apologize.
I am apologizing to you. You all were. Anyway. Well, maybe Delphi will speak with us. She seemed okay talking to me, but I don't know how the others. Well, we'll see.
It's been quite a day, so I understand that some people are tired, I guess.
Thank you. But, well, I know it's gonna sound weird, but thank you for not firing me. You would be well within your rights. I greatly appreciate it. I guess I'll see you in the morning, then?
Yes, please, go get some rest. I know that you probably need it.
Alright. And not surrendering the pitcher, Ro's going to slip out of Adrie's room and back into the hall. And then head back to her room.
Anybody have anything else they want
I
to
do
do
not.
for the night?
Mm-mm.
That's the case, then I suppose we will go to sleep for the night.
Hit this long rest button.
Yeah.
Yay, healing.
I did it. I long rested.
Mhm.
Good for you.
Yep.
You're not dead.
So what did
Like-
Adrie do all night? Was she just studying, or was there any
probably
interesting
meditated
developments?
some, rested up a little bit, but
Okay.
Usually what she does. But Delphi,
Yeah.
some point in the middle of the night, you wake up hearing a stir, some sort of noise.
Is it in my room or is it just in general?
It's in your room as you kind of like wake up and you just notice there's a cloaked figure heading out the window.
I run and try to grab them, I guess, before they can climb out.
Roll me a dexterity check.
If I'm just adding my dex, it's only a 10.
They jump out the window.
Do I see where they go?
You do see them run off.
I'll follow.
Okay. I'll say roll perception to see if you can kind of
16?
Okay. Yeah, you they're running, making turns. I mean, you can see where they're going. They just kind of keep running, and eventually you do kind of lose them.
Okay. I guess I'll sigh. And I'll go back to my room.
Okay.
Is there anything... I'll look through my things, what's missing.
As you're looking, you notice your bag of holding is missing.
Okay.
Oh no.
Campaign just took a sudden and unexpected turn.
And do you go back to sleep?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think she does.
Did you wake anybody?
No, I don't think she'd wake anyone. I think she would just go and try to see if she could get it back herself so she doesn't have to tell anyone that's missing.
I mean, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. So she'd probably go to that area and just see if... I know it's probably pointless, but wander around and see if she can find whoever took it.
Is there any kind of check she can make to have, like, caught any glimpses of like the thief's like face or features or anything? Some fragment of a physical description?
Yeah, I'd say roll a perception check. It's gonna be kind of hard.
That's 24.
24.
Oh, you know this man. It's Jim, cousin of blah blah blah. And this is
Yes,
his address.
No, no,
was
no.
him.
It's Jake from State Farm.
Oh no.
No.
No. The crossover I didn't know I didn't want.
Actually, it does tell me here that you recognize this man.
Who is it?
It was Irvin.
What?
Was one of the crystal razors.
Yes.
Those degenerate scumbags.
Do I know like where in town they would be?
I don't think you knew exactly where they were staying at.
And I'm gonna go over to that part of town and I'm gonna look to see if I can find like a tavern or a place people would be staying.
You do find a tavern.
Okay.
The Windy Possum Pub.
Yeah, no.
Oh my goodness.
It's called the Unbroken Tusk Inn.
That one's
Not
cool.
the Fiery Possum Pub.
There's only one possum in town,
Or
man.
the Watery
The-
Possum Pub.
The damp.
That's just
possum
creepy.
Tub. Wait, tub. Woo, I'm
I was
tired.
there when the Fiery
If I
Possum
walk
Pub
in,
attacked.
is it unlocked? Is like it open?
I mean, it's middle of the night. They're not really open.
Okay. I think I'd
Like-
They
probably.
don't have after hours check-in.
What
No.
time? About what time is it?
I'd say it's probably about 2 or 3 a.m.
That absolute. Utter something in orc.
Trying to decide if she would stake out the tavern or go back. I think she would probably. I'm gonna hang out outside, just outside the tavern, try to keep in the shadows, just to see if I see any members of that party leave it in
Okay.
the morning.
I say we'll leave you there till
Sounds good.
morning.
He
But-
is sleeping outside for the second night in a row?
She's not sleeping.
It's what? Yeah,
Yeah,
Delphi
he
just
is.
stays outside.
Wow. Fine.
She's a wild woman.
Steak out without any steak.
No one wants steak. But anyways, as morning comes, Del, you hear a knock at your door.
Bell opens the door with bold flourish and a bright smile on his face. Well, good morning. What can I be doing for you?
And you see Elder Ishuru.
Ooh, I recognize you from yesterday.
Yes. I kind of wanted to talk to you and your party, just see kind of what happened yesterday.
This is very interesting because I would like to do the very same thing.
Well, if you don't mind gathering everybody,
I can make no promises, but I will certainly ask.
and just meet me downstairs. I'll have breakfast and a table for us.
Okay? So far as I'm able, I agree to your terms.
Thank you. And he just turns off and leaves.
Well, this is going to. This is going to be a day. Dell will first go to Adrie's room. Knock on the door.
Adrie quietly shuffles over to the door and
Yeah, before Adrie can get to the door, you hear Dell say, "Oh my gosh, this is going to be such a day."
she kind of cracks the door open a little bit.
Adrie, good morning. You're looking lovely and bright and wonderful. Hello.
Hi, Dell. What are you? What can I do for you?
Well, one of, the town elder people, Ishushu or something like that. Tutu, I don't. One of, the town leader people came here and found my door and knocked on it and said he wanted to talk to all of us about all of the stuff that happened yesterday. And I didn't know if maybe I would be the best person to be asking everyone to show up for this, since, I was kind of upset and everybody was angry with me at the end there, and so this is why I'm knocking on your door first. Hello and good morning.
Good morning.
And then Dell doesn't say anything. He's just, is looking at you and waiting to respond, but you even so, you still hear him. Please, just say you will ask the ladies to join us downstairs for this breakfast with this man.
I can do that.
Do what?
Can you tell I'm really tired and my brain is like melting things together right now?
I didn't think elves could get tired with how often you are telling us how you do not sleep.
Adele, are you planning on going downstairs for breakfast?
Yes, you you figured things out quick. Yes, the elder person is downstairs and wanting to buy us all breakfast.
Oh, free breakfast, even better. Oh, I hope there's potatoes. I'll go get the others, and I'll meet you downstairs shortly. I need to get dressed. She's still just in some like casual, like comfy, like lounge clothes kind of thing,
You brought PJs. I love it.
Yeah, that's the best way to read.
Fuzzy pants.
They'll nod. I guess I will go try to find Marius, I suppose. I didn't even see him after we left yesterday.
I think
okay, thank you, and I'll see you downstairs.
I think Marius might have been a little rattled, so yeah, if you could check on him at least.
I will excuse himself.
Adrie closes her door to go change.
After the door closes, she hears Dell yet again. This is going to be such a day. Oh, my goodness. Like, you hear it clear as that, like, he's standing right next to you and talking in your ear. But then Dell will go to Marius's room.
Wait, message. I love it.
You knock on Marius's door and you don't get a response.
Marius, it's me. Knock again.
Don't hear anything.
Marius, this isn't. If you're upset with me because Delphi is upset with me. I understand. If you're upset with me just because you want to be upset with me, okay, fine. I'm upset with you too. Maybe we can talk about this or not. Just, open the door. Maybe. I'll test the door.
I mean, it's locked. Maybe you
I
don't
will.
ever remember saying Marius come in at all.
I will attempt to pick it.
Okay, roll thieves tool check.
An 11.
I mean,
Plus 5.
these locks aren't super secure. You do manage to get it open. You don't see him inside.
Is his stuff present? Does it look like he's got his stuff in here, just not here right now, or does it look like he has left?
I mean, his stuff's in here.
Huh. Maybe he's already left and is just super waking up early all of a sudden. I will leave a note for Marius. Much like what was said at the door. I don't know if you're upset with me because Delphi is upset with me, or if you're just upset with me. If you're upset with me because I'm upset with you, or if you're upset with me because I'm upset with everyone. I hope you're okay.
I'm gonna write this note and send it to
Hugs.
because this is great.
Oh my goodness, somebody please transcribe.
Don't know what else to say. So I'm ending the note here. Okay, bye.
Beep!
And then Dell will begin heading downstairs. If he passes by any of the other party members' rooms and they are in their room still, they will hear him briefly. Really hope she accepts Adrie's offer and isn't super mad.
You all do hear that.
Well,
don't
it
hear
would
that.
only be. It would
Oh.
only be.
I
Yeah.
guess it's just Ro.
It's
Oh, right.
Ro. Ro is going to kind of, tilt her head up, having been awoken by this apparent
Yeah, it
mysterious
It did. It sounded like
Dell
someone was
is
right next to you. You guys have been
Yeah.
making jokes about this mysterious Dell voice in your head this whole time, and
There
now
is-
there is one.
there's legitimate mysterious Dell, and he sounds like he's right next to her, but he's not in the room, and it's weird. So she's gonna kind of shake herself awake, thinking that maybe just after yesterday she's just having weird half dreams or something. And then see that it's kind of light-ish and just start getting her stuff because, well, if she's gonna start making it up to Adrie, I mean, Adrie's being all nice and everything and not firing her, but she's got work to do if they're going to figure this out. So she's going to start gathering her things. But yeah, she thinks that this is just a casual morning so far and that she's, for some weird reason, just half dreaming Dell's voice, being worried about being mad or something. That was weird. Ugh. I don't know. Adrie, are you coming, or are you still looking for Delphi?
Well, she was hoping to find Delphi, but
AJ was changing.
yeah, she was
Oh, that's
changing
true.
and then going to go get you and then Delphi.
So, do the two of you come downstairs together without Delphi to see Dell sitting with Elder Ashuru then.
I guess how was you two? I'd say.
I mean, we have to
Well,
discover that Delphi's missing.
I was gonna say, as Rose kind of like peeking out the door, Adrie, you open your door and you just see Ro kind of staring out.
Hi, Ro. Are you hungry?
Yes? I suppose?
Awesome. Let's go get some food. Have you seen Delphi yet? Is she still in her room?
I haven't seen anyone yet, my friend. And having gathered all of the belongings, is now going to go over and knock on Delphi's door. Delphi, I guess we're getting breakfast. Ugh.
There's no sound from the other side.
Well, that's odd. She usually has way more energy than I do in the mornings. And Ro is gonna try her hotel key in Delphi's lock because half awake brain.
It doesn't work.
Slightly frustrated, she's going to insert a thieves' tool and jimmy it. Because
Okay.
clearly this key was meant to work and it's just not working. And that's rude. How dare. And I think we decided that's just a thieves' tool check, so
Mhm.
that is a dirty 20.
Yeah, you easily open that door.
Yeah. So Delphi, I'm sorry, there was a thing with the door, but Delphi, there's breakfast. Where is she? Adrie, this was Delphi's room, right?
Yes.
I mean, I guess.
Maybe she's already downstairs.
And-
She does like breakfast.
Can I do a perception check about the state of the room and what happened here?
I mean, you don't need to roll perception to notice a window is open.
And I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna kind of see if there's any sign if she just opened it for a light breeze while she was sleeping, or if it was forced open, or anything like that.
Well, roll investigation.
Okay. Let me remind myself what that technically is. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Intelligence.
Yeah. Thankfully, that's a 19. That could have gone bad, but it didn't, so I will take it.
With a 19, it wasn't forced open. You see evidence of some sort of tool being used to get it open from the outside.
Adrian,
You also see the initials of the perpetrator carved into the wood.
oh my goodness, some people are just so rude. They just graffiti everything. No. Adrian, it looks like someone broke into Delphi's room, and she's not here, but the door was locked, and I'm gonna glance around. Is the majority of the stuff besides what was stolen here?
Yeah. Unless Delphi took anything.
Unless it was stolen.
I think she kept
Well,
on
I
her
don't-
was the bag of holding, so
Oh, that's fair.
Nothing else was
She's
taken
not
but the
here.
bag.
Yeah. She's not here, her stuff's not here.
Maybe she just went ahead
concerned?
and maybe she packed up because she thought we were leaving Jakau today, and I mean she is kind of messy, so I say we should go check downstairs and see if she's having breakfast before we panic.
With the with the window jimmied, and granted, I just jimmied the door,
Well, I
so
mean-
security is lacking.
Well, and I mean, she likes to
She
do
left the window open and shut the door and locked it behind her when she left.
she likes to do weird things sometimes. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she left through the window in the night for some reason.
By jimmying it from the outside?
Maybe she needed to get back in that way. Look, I'm just trying to find positive potential outcomes before
This is
panicking.
the best episode of CSI that has ever happened.
The sad part is I watch CSI all the time. Why am I bad at this?
You're not bad. This is great.
Look, I just don't want to panic before we know for sure something is wrong.
Why
Well,
are you panicking? I'm not panicking.
Yeah.
maybe Marius will have seen something or heard something. I mean, he is just next door, right? So trying not to panic because Adrie said not to panic. Ro's going to come and knock on Marius's door.
Again, you don't hear anything.
Would Adrie at this point remind Ro that it was Dell's job to fetch Marius?
Probably.
Only probably.
Do you think he's already downstairs then?
I think we should check for all three of them downstairs. Dell told me that's where he was going, and he was gonna go get Marius, and I have a feeling that Adrie might go. Good grief.
Yes?
Silver's brain is fried. I have a feeling that Delphi is probably down there too.
All right. Not panicking. It's just that all the signs are of a break-in that somehow we missed in the middle of the night. Because, once again, not paying attention. Fine. Let's go downstairs. Yes. She probably just had some fun acrobatic stunt getting out the window after breaking it open from the outside. For reasons unknown, because maybe she left her key, but she decided to pick the window lock versus the door lock. Yeah, let's go downstairs. This is totally... And Ro is nervously going to follow Adrie down the stairs. Hopefully. Please?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello there.
Ray had been talking too long. So, how busy is it downstairs?
I mean, it's fairly early in the morning. There's not a lot of people down there.
Are, what were their names? Viva and, Anzi still around?
No.
Oh, okay.
You do see Elder Ishuru private booth. I assume Dell is there.
Dell is sitting there with him, and as Dell sees the two ladies come downstairs, he smiles at Adrie, and then his eyes drift up to catch Rose. Do they?
She's going to kind of shrink a little bit and kind of glance up at him, but she's
Okay,
going to
yes.
do a quick skim of his face to see what sort of reaction has, but she's shrunk in on herself.
Dell's pretty good at making his face look the way he wants it to. But he seems there's a slight maybe wrinkle and tightness at the corners, the outside corners of both of his eyes, to perhaps betray a feeling of apprehension. But that would probably be all as he keeps his practiced smile on his face and claps a shuru on one shoulder and gestures to the two. Here are two of the fine ladies right now. I was expecting the third one with them, but
We assumed she was. I mean, and Rose very self-conscious right now. She's not down here. Adrie seemed to think she may be down here.
no, and Marius isn't. Perhaps they have gone away on their own little breakfast date and will be back
Well,
later.
tell me, would Marius break open a window from the outside instead of just knocking on a door?
Marius would. He would not, unless he were trying to, throw like a little stone at it, maybe to get somebody's attention, and accidentally broke the window.
Well, not that sort of break. Well, you see, we tried to find Elfie, and her window was jimmied from the outside, and she's not there, and her stuff's not there.
Maybe there was a problem, and she got Marius, and the two of them went off. You know what? And then he'll turn to Elder Ashuru. Your esteemed eldersness, I'm very sorry, but the almost half of our party are missing and unaccounted for right now, and there's maybe a problem that we should be looking into. Can we find you later to talk about all the things that happened yesterday? Would that be okay?
What I have to tell you is of grave importance.
It would probably be good for all of us to be hearing that then, yes?
I mean, yes, but at this point, I want to tell you now. Before.
Could you describe the elder for us? Just. Sorry.
Back and look up his description.
Well, you could also just make it up and we'd totally just accept anything you say.
Because I forget what he is.
He could be a pixie, and we would totally buy it.
Half work, I believe. Wears robes. He's an older man.
Okay, if you want to tell us now. I mean, only two of us.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. He's a full orc.
Yeah,
that's what he is. He dresses in deep blue robes.
Color.
Yeah.
I was just wanting to respect your time, but if you feel you are so led and pressed and driven to tell us absolutely, then please tell us what you have to say, and we will tell the others. Hopefully when everything is fine and we find them.
A vision came to me last night.
Don't seem to be going around.
Yeah. I seen a golden amulet. It rose to the surface of a pool of blood, and countless hands lunged upward out of it to grasp it. In turn, all the hands fell back into the pool until only one remained. The one whose hand claimed the amulet was a handsome man with curly hair and a somber expression. He turned to me and said, "They must find me, the ones from the grotto. So tell me, what happened yesterday in that place?"
Well, sir, per the rules of your contest, you guys all stood outside and had us go into the cave, where none of you could see what we were doing, which still is a very odd tradition, but I understand is whatever you find to be sportsmanlike. And then we went racing to find your emerald, which is actually not an emerald. And then we went racing to find your emerald, which is actually not an emerald. And then we went racing to find your emerald, which is actually not an emerald. And then we went racing to find your emerald, which is actually not an emerald. And then we went racing to find your emerald, which is actually not an emerald. And then we went racing to find your emerald, which is actually not an emerald. And then we went racing to find your emerald, which is actually not an emerald. And then we went racing to find your emerald, which is actually not an emerald. And then we went racing to find your emerald, which is actually not an emerald. And then we went racing to find your emerald, which is actually not an emerald. And then we went racing to find your emerald, which is actually not an emerald. And then we went racing to find your emerald, which is actually not an emerald. And then we went racing to find your emerald, which is actually not an emerald. And then we went racing to find your emerald, which is actually not an emerald. And then we went racing to find your emerald, which And we found it tied to a shark, which did not agree to play the game, but somehow had the gem tied around it. And we freed the shark from the amulet, and I raced back to you, and none of the well, that's a different story. You don't need to be bored with those details. And then I gave that to you, and then everyone was taking forever, which was odd because they were right behind me, and so I rushed back, and the other group was standing over them, and they were all unconscious, and then we came out here as fast as possible because because breathing is important, and everyone here equally needs breathing. So we came out and we woke them up, and thankfully everyone was mostly all right, if not if not um if not highly disappointed. And
And in addition to all that, when we had passed out, so we fought this big shark who I had not considered had been, put up and put in that situation against its will and aggravated and agitated to the point of being super aggressive. I just saw a big giant shark who was trying to eat all my friends, and I thought I better stop that as quick as I can. And then when the shark died, the shark smashed into a big, column of stone, and then the wall came down, and there was a secret tunnel behind it, and we swam into the tunnel, and there was another gem. Not the amulet you sent us for, but another one that was on this ancient looking, pedestal. And, Delphi was there, and Adrie and Marius, and neither Delphi or Marius are here right now, but they were there then. And I was there, and then Delphi took the stone, and then we all, collapsed. And I had a crazy dream while I was unconscious about, a man who you just described with the curly hair and, being all sad. Said his name was Elixian and that he was trapped and that only we could save him. And it was a very strange dream, and I didn't, enjoy it. But the fact that you also had the dream about this man is, slightly concerning to me.
So I feel like there's a connection between your vision and mine.
I believe it is this Elixian guy.
Don't know any living creature by that name.
is it not also a word for drink? And Ro's going to kind of look around, thinking she got her language skills right.
No, I don't believe so.
Oh, maybe that
Although,
is
if
something
we
else.
do save this guy and he opens a place, he should definitely call it Elixian's Elixirs. You are right, Ro.
Oh,
He would make a killing.
maybe we should not joke about killing right now. But anyway, and Ro's going to kind of be looking puzzled and look at both Dell and Adrie. Did you both have this vision? Did you see each other in this vision?
Dell looks at Adrian. Did you have the dream too? Because I thought I only had the dream.
No, yes.
We had the
yes, I
same
had it.
dream?
I mean, was it a dream or something else? I mean, kind of seemed like a vision of some sort.
Yes, this is also what I would call a dream. I mean, like our
Well-
bodies didn't go anywhere else.
I mean, like dreams are just something that kind of happen naturally. This seemed more like it was magic related, like somebody put it there. If
Okay,
that
I
makes
don't
sense.
want to get lost, in the swirling depths of, I can't even think of the word that I want to say right now. Semantics is the word I want. Gosh, it is very
Mr.
early, and we have not even had the breakfast yet.
Mr. Elder, sir,
Yes.
tell me, I do not know, but is there anything in the customs around here regarding this, I do not know the history of your festival or the final challenge or anything. Is there any possible tie or reverent history that would have possibly be connected to these secret chambers within your own relic of a final challenge?
There's no connections that I'm aware of. I mean, this is the first time anyone's ever discovered a hidden chamber in there.
How long has this festival gone on?
I mean, this has gone on for years.
Well, what? And Ro's gonna look back at Dell or Adrie. Did this curly-haired one say anything identifiable? Any words, maybe, or something we should? Also, Ro would like to just verify via trying to read body language that she can trust the elder. I don't know if you want me to.
Roll insight.
Oh, that's only going to be 14.
I mean,
Not bad.
you're getting vibes that he's being fairly trustworthy.
Okay, just, mistrusting type. Figured I'd check. Was there
answer your
anything in these
question.
visions?
I mean, he was stuck in, I don't know, it felt dark and cold. Something about finding him, I think, where he prayed before or something like that. I think he said that. I think he was praying to the Moonweaver when he said that, but he also said something about the Changebringer. And I don't remember which one he was praying to or referencing when he said this is where I prayed first.
Elder, would you know anything of this?
Something. Adrie, did they say something about like an evil temple? Or
Something,
palace or something?
something along those lines.
I mean, I mean, I won't say it like that, but I will say it this way, perhaps instead, that having a sudden, crazy dream vision from, mysterious curly hair and the Lixian guy it's, I didn't really take, notes when I woke up.
You mentioned temples.
Yep.
Do you
And
have one of
Although
those
that
sitting
might
around?
not be accurate.
A lot of this could possibly be times from the calamity.
The calamity?
There is a temple in Bazozan.
Bazozan? Oh,
Pardon. There is zero way I'm going to remember how to spell that later. Could you write it on a pamphlet or something?
Bazazazazazan.
Zazu.
Da-da-da-da.
Manabazo.
There.
Never hear it in the
Writes it
Thank
down
right now.
you.
Bazazazazazan.
Thank you. And where in your house is that?
Well, it's. I need maps.
I think we have one of those somewhere.
It's north of here. I mean, it would have to be. We're pretty much almost as south as you can get in Jorhaus. Would still be in Jorhaus.
Map.
No, Jake. Jagal was. Oh yeah, you said north. Shut up. I'm crazy. Need the map. Where's the map? Where's the map? Poster map.
Flashbacks to having a sister 5 years younger than me.
Oh,
She loved that show.
is it on this one? You know, back from March. March ago.
What is being shown off here?
In I wish there was a way to put it in here in Foundry. Let
Click on it and it
me
just
share
jumps
this.
up and I don't see anything.
To very well. I will re-download. Let's try it this way.
Yes.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
it's way north. It's like
Yeah,
in the
we're-
northeast corner.
Ah, okay. We're going to need a new map, so we're going to go shopping for a map later,
Yeah.
but not right now.
You're gonna keep going east.
Yeah, it's almost directly north of Roshana. If you have Roshana on a map.
Isn't showing me maps for some reason right now.
That's okay. We can learn. We've written it down. We can figure this out. We will most likely need to find out more about it. But anyway, there's something in this place that you think may be relevant to these visions before we get too lost in this?
Yes. I believe you might find some answers there.
Well, excellent. Is it a friendly town? Could we just buzz someone and have them look something up? Is there regular public transportation that runs between here and there? I mean, you never know.
Not usually. Bazozan
Oh.
is a military encampment that keeps watch over the Betrayer's Rise, which is a dark temple that was instrumental to the Betrayer gods during the Calamity.
Oh,
Most
so
people-
that it's a very not good place.
Don't tend to go there.
Yeah, that
Right.
sounds terrible.
So could we just phone the military? I mean, no, we don't use phones. What is the word?
Message. Message the
Message.
military.
Yes, could we just message someone to check on
Can we send
whether
an owl?
the haunted... No, we're not sending slow birds. We would like to just send communication, make sure all is well, there's not any, Excuse me, do you casually have hostages? No? Okay. That's fine.
I mean, they don't go into the temple. They guard the temple for things coming out, possibly.
Does that happen often?
No.
Well, that's good.
That is very good. Maybe they will be very helpful then.
Look, Adrie had to recommend an owl. She's a wizard.
And I
Well, is
still
there-
want it on a t-shirt, okay?
Is there anything else that you feel pressed to tell us about this? Your eldersness?
At this moment, no.
Hmm.
If I learn anything else, I'll be sure to tell you.
Thank you. Thank you very
We
much.
have much to discuss amongst ourselves, and also to other, friends to find.
I do have to ask, who captured the shark and put him in the cave? Was
Well, we
that
have a local druid who casts animal friendship on it, so we're able to.
but that
Yeah.
wasn't the druid. Right.
It was not the druid, no.
Okay. Just wanted to check. That would have been awkward.
Would have been interesting.
Oh no, we killed a druid.
Oops.
Actually, that would be a perfect way to do it, because she was just dropped to her normal form when we managed
Yep.
to enough.
She'd have been fine and could have
That
then
would
just been
just
like,
be
"Hey, here you
weird
go.
with-
You beat me. Have a good day."
Oh,
And
and
that would have been
randomly.
a perfect way to do it. I protest thus.
Thank you.
Maybe we can campaign for reforms going forward with this festival.
I mean, especially if things are going to go wrong and people are going to get creepy visions, we may as well make sure the shark was safe. Rogue means that with no irony at all, by the way. Anyway. Well, sir, is there a place we can communicate with you later? I admit, I may not be able to focus right now, considering we seem to have folks missing. Is there a place we can look?
I'll be around.
All right. Is there anyone else that you would recommend we speak with on this?
If you see the other elder,
There's two.
there were always two.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how many there were of you. I didn't know if that was just you two got the straw to take care of the festival or something. Anyway, like I
It's-
said, talking too
Uh-huh.
much.
There was also Elder Kolbukaz.
All that.
Kobukan, yes. I vaguely remember this. All right. Any idea what they're doing this time of day?
Don't keep track of him all the time.
I didn't know. I mean, you told a bunch of strangers about your vision, so I didn't know if you talked to him this morning.
I came directly here to talk to you.
Well, we very much appreciate you taking the time and and acting on your convictions like that, and then also buying us this very nice breakfast that we haven't even eaten yet. I'll be sure
we've
to tell
been
the
eating,
nice
but
people
okay.
there. Well, the nice ladies here haven't had a bite yet, but we'll be sure to let the good innkeeper know that this is all on your most generous tab, and your generosity and grace
No, they
will be recognized for years to come, and I will make sure of it.
they know that this is all on me.
Cool. Thank you much, sir. We may call on you again. I do apologize, but there was this incident with a window issue. Unless there's any crime waves in the town we should know about. I mean, I know we're just foreigners, and there's a tendency to kind of broad brush stroke everything as perfectly fine when people come into town, but now would be really a good time to tell us if we need to. No, never mind. Just never
None
mind.
that I know of.
Okay. Thank you.
Please come find me if there's any new questions.
Okay, we
We'll be
definitely
sure.
will.
And then Pete gets up and leaves.
And as he does, I'm gonna roll. Row. Here's Del
Mhm.
clearly say, "Oh my gosh, I thought that guy was never going to stop talking." But
And
But
Rose,
but Dell's mouth and nothing, it doesn't move or anything. You just hear him clearly say that as Elder Ashuru begins walking to the door.
Rose gonna look over at Dell and go, well, that was a bit rude, wasn't it? I believe it was I that was anxious talking.
I thought it was very rude. Yes, like I tried to give him like 3 different times for him to say his piece and go so we can, get back to finding our friends. He just kept not going. Ugh.
Right. Well, I very much would like to if you beg my pardon, I'm gonna go outside and see if I can pick up the trail of whoever broke that window, if that is all right with you. And Rose going to shrink in on herself again and look over at Adrie and kind of tilt her head in a "is this right" sort of manner.
We can go look together in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we need to find Delphi.
Yes, but we should probably be doing that, in a cooperative way.
Probably.
And
Adrie's
we
tucking kind of slow, like in between bites of breakfast.
So, the first thing I kind of want to ask is probably not actually my business, but I'm going to ask it anyway, because it is literally your business. But have you two settled and completed your contract, Ro?
No.
Okay, because
not.
from where I sit, you have done everything that, as far as my understanding goes, you were contracted to do. And if Adrie has not settled up with you that yet, then that is wrong, and that should be addressed.
Well, thank you. I understand your indication for me to go. I actually spoke with her last night about it.
You are misapprehending what my intentions are.
Rose gonna kind of look at Dell.
Adrie, would you please complete your contract with Ro and give her what she's owed and free her from your service?
Yes, as long as she agrees to stay with us, at least for the time being.
Rose gonna look back and forth between the two of them, completely confused. I
don't think your future decisions should hinge on this one way or the other. Like, you are saying you can either be free from my employment if you agree to still be my friend, or if you don't, then I'm going to, keep you enslaved to this contract until you change your mind?
She is within her rights. I failed at my anyway. She's being very gracious in letting me finish. She
already
is yet
finished,
to,
is what I'm saying. Your job was to get her here, and you did it
and
well.
I have not gotten her to a place to study her book yet.
Don't think that was the contracts. I mean, I haven't actually seen the contracts, and maybe I'm completely misunderstanding, but I thought your job was to get her to Jorhaus so that she could then further study the book, not, walk her up to a librarian and, set her in the librarian's hands like a big baby. Say, please help her with her book.
Sorry.
Is going to straighten herself a bit and go.
Anyway, the reason why I want to get free from this contract is so that I can, then propose that the 5 of us become an actual, legitimate adventuring group, and we can, work together and then split everything that we find in equal shares 5 ways.
His eyes are going to go really wide at all of this, because that was not what she thought was going to happen. You want me to finish my contract, not so that I can be gone, but so that we can do a job as equals?
Yes, and I
Yeah.
want you here willingly because you want to be, not because you are forced to because of some contract that you feel morally obligated to fulfill.
Yes. I agree. Ro, how much do I owe you for your services?
Ro is just completely jaw-dropped at this whole thing.
At
And
this, Ro hears
just-
Belle's voice clearly in her head, although he doesn't say anything. Maybe a small smile plays at the corner of his lips, just the faintest bit. The answer to this question should be like 5,000 gold pieces. Oh my goodness.
But I failed you so spectacularly yesterday. I do not need to necessarily demand, and plus if I recall, does not Delphi have your purse?
I mean, I have a little bit of money on me.
I mean,
I owe you 5,000 gold pieces. I would take it if it were me. Is another thing you hear Del say without Del saying anything.
this is also Ro, who, if you will recall, in the market, misjudged what dagger cost, has zero idea what things are worth. But she also, is still not completely convinced that she was not in the wrong for the whole shenanigan and should not be demanding any money because it would be poor form to ask for money in an incomplete contract. But everyone's insisting that if that maybe I suppose five?
Del nods gently, waiting for more words to follow 5. You know, like the Jack Nicholson GIF nod, with the eyes slowly widening and the mouth spreading into the wider smile. Keep going.
But that's all Ro's gonna say is 5. Waiting for trying to read.
Now, Del starts mouthing 1,000.
Are you saying ow? Are you okay?
1,000. I have not seen the contract, so I have no idea. But
Well,
I don't know.
to be fair,
Have you
it was
not
just,
even kept track of how much you have or haven't paid her yet, Adrie?
I have not.
well, I do believe that the original agreement was going to be closer to 150, but I do not recall that we actually got around to the signing of the contract situation because there was these disruptive characters in the
But you're not
establishment.
even under
Ah,
contract?
yes.
And well,
You're a free agent?
no,
You've
Well,
been
the
doing
official-
this pro bono?
no. Look, and Ro's going to again try to straighten herself and look very official, in yet her smaller stature. Look, I don't know if you realize this, but this is not maybe my first job by myself. So I wanted to do things right, and we worked through a mediator, and Adrie, are you actually wanting to pay me, or
Well,
is this
Of course.
one of is this one of Dell's candlestick things where I misunderstood? Because, well, we had the whole talk yet last night about how I screwed up. So I don't know if you still feel like that original amount is. I mean, five might be the best. 5 might be the best.
5.
I think I've.
What?
Oh.
You hear very loudly, but Dell doesn't say anything. 1,000!
Is 1,000 a currency as well as a number? I'm familiar with the number, but not the currency.
When you say that, Dell's eyes kind of go wide, and he jerks back a little bit. Like, that was a very bold ask, but I think you are worth every copper. 5,000 seems legitimate. Adrie, do you have this kind of liquidity?
No.
I was going to look over at Dell. This is very strange. But you're the one who. Look, Adrie, you don't have to pay me more than you think I'm worth. I'm honored that you do not wish to completely fire me. I will accept whatever you decide. But we really need to find what Marius and Delphi are doing, and in Del, you must tell me about this 1,000. I'm familiar with it in a number form, but...
Yes, you just
what is
asked her for 5,000 gold pieces.
Gold? Whoa, okay. Wow. One could get a lot of boats. Or... Wow. Were you expecting that sort of price, Adrie? Was that what originally was negotiated for my services?
Sorry, how much was it?
This 1,000. The 5,000.
No, that was not what I had in mind.
What did you have in mind?
I don't know, like 500?
She's now offering you 1/10 of what you have asked for. Is this acceptable to you?
I started at 5.
That was such a great negotiator. I'm loving this.
Silver's brain is too fried for numbers. Just an out of character heads up.
Do you have 500 gold pieces upon you at right this very moment, Adrian?
No,
Adrian Navarre, do you have the 500 gold pieces?
No, I do not.
How much money do you have upon your person?
29 gold.
You are a pauper. What is this? 29 gold pieces.
And 6 silver. Thank you very much.
Where is all your money?
The Delphi's bag.
Delphi has the money. Okay, well,
You know, the Delphi that had someone break into the room not so long ago. That
I'm beginning to see concern. Yes. And then Dell is scribbling on a piece of paper very, very hastily, and it says, "I, Adrian Navarre, hereby promise and pledge, upon life, limb, and all of my beloved books, to Romarlin."
Not the books.
And then he looks at Romarlin, and what do you have like a surname that we do not know, perhaps?
Larineth.
Okay, and then Dell writes that down. In the order of 500 gold pieces, as soon as I'm physically capable of doing so, and that upon signing of this, she is free from her contract, and all duties, expectations, and requirements are considered as fulfilled and honored. And then there's 2 lines, Adrian Navarre under 1, Romarlin Laranath under the other, and then he spins the paper around and sets the little pen he was using down and gestures for Adrian to sign.
She signs.
And he slides it over for Ro to sign.
She gives a little scribble. It may be a signature. Who knows?
Is it like a little scalloped clamshell with a little like heart floating over the hinge?
It seems to be in some form of characters. You're not completely sure.
Nell looks at it. Okay, I don't know what that is, but it is good enough. All right, the contract is settled. Now, would you ladies like to join me in an adventuring party for an equal split of all the profits, an equal, measure, and presumably we get the other two to join? It's a 1 in 5 split. Yes, no.
Okay.
I would like to find them. They do seem to be missing, and
Well, our
that
very
is
first
not
adventuring
acceptable.
goal can be to find our other adventuring party friends.
Oh, okay. Ro is kind of tilting her head at this extremely different chain of events. Also, who got the IOU?
Dell has it.
Okay.
Safekeeping.
Are you feeling well, Del? If we are...
Yes, there is just one more thing. Adrie, I don't know if you are finished. And then he slides over the rest of his potatoes. I do need to, have a word with Marlin, but we will be out very shortly. If you, would maybe like to meet us underneath, Delphi's window. And we'll be there presently. Is this okay? And then you also hear Del, although he's done talking. Please let her say yes. Just give us a moment so I can just get this over with.
Adrie, are you with us?
Total silence.
She's just kind of staring at you a little bit while she finishes her breakfast.
You gave
Here
her more
again.
food and then told her to leave.
Yeah. Please
I'm
take
sorry,
the plate
she still had
and
some
go.
left. I had to stop
Please
eating
take
to
the
sign your
plate
contract
and go.
and talk about fives.
That happened before the signing, but yes, okay.
But still, it took away some of my time to eat my breakfast. Okay.
Okay, you finish your breakfast. Ro, perhaps, why don't you join me underneath Delphi's window?
Sure.
She hurriedly like shovels the rest of the food in her mouth.
Oh, take your time. You could enjoy it. I really do want to see if we can start investigating what happened at Delphi's window, though, so...
We definitely need to do that.
I guess Del and I will get started on that.
Yes, I agree to your terms. Okay.
And then you see a cloaked, short, blue woman getting dragged by a green man out the door. Whoosh.
Get around the building to identify Delphi's open window.
Mm-hmm.
And Del turns to Ro. They're like, look. Yesterday was bad.
Yes.
And you said earlier that, this was your first job that you've ever done on your own. And I've worked with teams before of really, really bad people. And at this, he looks up and he locks eyes with Ro. And if she tries to turn away, he doesn't move or gesture or anything, but something holds her head still.
Okay. She's going to kind of freeze.
I don't know how or why you all got to be so important to me so fast. All right. I'm really good at keeping people at arm's length and no one mattering. But you all now suddenly matter. And after everything that happened in the cave, you have been the only one who seems to even care how I'm doing after what I did. I'm sure the others are curious, but you are the only one who has made it a point to ask. Not once, not twice, not even 3 times, but 4 times since the cave, you have pointedly asked me how I am doing and expressed concern. And I didn't know what to do with that. And then we were in this big, scary fight with a shark that could just bite us all in half at the blink of an eye. And then you were just gone. And it upset me a lot.
I know.
Partly because I thought that, you wouldn't do that. But then it also reminded me of me because that's what I would have done with any of the past teams I'd worked on. But, granted, they were, terrible people kidnapping children and doing all kinds of terrible things until I, stopped a bunch of them and then, had to run. Didn't mean to say all of that.
I think we are all saying a lot more than we wish lately. Look, I have not been the only one. I know that, Delphi and Marius and Adrie in her way also seem to mind. And I'm sorry for yesterday. I misperceived the danger. It was wrong. I know. I apologize. I thought the job was done. I thought we were leaving, and
Right. That's the
and
thing,
then,
though, right? Is you thought the job was one thing. I thought the job was another thing. Marius probably thought it was a third thing, and Delphi thought it was a fourth thing, and Adrie probably thought it was a fifth thing. Like, we all went in without really knowing what we were doing or where we were going or what the actual goal was. And we're not going to do that anymore.
okay. I apologize. I did not
I do
wish
too.
to. I apologize. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for saying all that, even though you didn't want to. I would say more myself, but I am rather concerned for the other 2 parts of our party, you called us. I fear that something untoward has happened. I don't like... Look! And Rose is going to gesture up at Delphi's window. See those marks? It's clear that it was jimmied from the outside. And I know she was in her room last night. She stopped by. And then I thought she was going to bed, and anyway, and now she's missing, and the window is broken from the outside. And do I need to roll to investigate? I apologize for rushing. I know we're pressed for time.
What are you looking for?
Anything. Signs of where they went. Signs of...
Roll investigation.
I will help her and give her advantage on the check.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take advantage of that very well because it's just a 10 for investigation.
Well, Adrie has definitely joined you. She's also going to take a look, cause she has proficiency, and that's 16. It's not too bad for a criminal roll.
You do see some footprints.
Where do they lead? And do they look like they're about the same size as Delphi's? Is there more than one set?
And you do notice there's 2 different sets. It looks like.
Okay, interesting.
All right. Well, Adrie, are you the only one that can see those?
Well, she can point them out as soon as she's.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
can if she so chooses.
Yeah, like, guys, do you see these footprints? It doesn't look like Delphi was alone.
I
Or it
vote
looks
to
like
follow
she
the
chased-
tracks.
She chased someone.
That's possible. But I
I
don't
vote to follow the tracks. And
know.
is that last time we followed tracks? It was a survival thing. Is that still a survival thing?
Yeah, it will be survival to follow them.
Well, that's an 11, so hopefully that goes well. This is not.
Well, I think we'll find out next time.
Bum bum bum.